Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with another Starcraft 2 replay. As once again we have a great international game in between the two pros. So let me just start by introducing them to you. As we have spawning here in the upper right in the blue, it is CLEM from France as the blue Terran, and his opponent here in the lower left in the red, it is SERRAL, of course, from Finland, who is spawned here as the Zerg. So both of them playing here on Inside and Out and ASL map, but I don't think that this has been played on the ESL tournament. It's just a recent replay from July. Nice thumbnail here for CLEM with a ice bear, nice looking. Let's have a look at SERRAL. Does he has something similar? No, just a pirate looking like thumb here. So nice job by them. And let's just have a look at the build order really quick, as SERRAL looks like he's going straight into that fast expansion. So the pretty standard open here for the Zerg. His overlords are of course already out on the map just to scout the proximity for any proxy barracks, and here we can see actually the rally points from this overlord. Same can be said here about this one. So of course many Zergs really fear a early attack by the Terran, by those proxy gates, proxy barracks, and of course some bunkers could also be launched here for the Terran. And yeah, but nothing out of the ordinary by CLEM. Is opening up pretty standard, has his gas up, has that supply depot, and there is that barracks. So yeah, the pretty standard open up, as he's going to be sending also his first Reaper out on the map here towards the location from SERRAL, and very likely he's also going for his fast expansion. Of course he has also sent out here his SCV just to see if SERRAL has indeed went for a fast expansion. So this SCV is of course really important. In case there would have not been a fast expansion, of course this would have meant that SERRAL is preparing a strong attack with some Zerglings, but yeah, the SCV sees the hatchery, so he decides to go back home. So yeah, same build order for him. There's that second supply depot, so he's nicely walling in. The question is going to be, what exactly is he going for? Is he going for a factory and then a starport, or he might add a second factory? He might even go into triple barracks, but most Terrans really like to add that that starport, just to have that mobility with those medivacs, just to prepare those drops. And we actually see the Reaper arriving here at SERRAL's base. Let's see, one Zerg I believe has been sniped. Yes, indeed, he might even snipe a second unit here. This one drone is dropping really low, but yes, SERRAL nicely microing that one out of danger. And with that queen, I believe this attack will finish. One drone still very low, but yeah, the queen is out, so no more harassment here by CLEM. So we have the queen spreading, of course, the creep X really quick. And let's have a look at the timer. We might see, yes indeed, there is that second expansion for SERRAL, and his overlord is also nicely positioned here. Of course this overlord is important just to know the build order from the Terran, and a really nice tactical, nice build order here by CLEM, as he's going into another expansion and also adding a second barrack. So no starport for him. Interestingly enough, he went into another barracks here, so we might see even a third barracks. Might go really heavily into those bio units, into those marines and marauders. Currently we see him move out with some Hellions. I believe the first Hellions, no, it's just a Reaper, but the first Hellions are now moving out on the map for CLEM. Let's see if he's going to be able to harass that mineral line. He's going to be able to snipe some of those workers. SERRAL is pretty much spreading that creep really nicely on the map, just preparing a creep highway towards CLEM. And there's the attack, also pretty standard. Two Hellions with a Reaper. He might continue with more Reapers attacking here into this location, but yeah, no workers here, just some queens now finally transitioning here. Just be ready to protect. And the overlord is now finally moving forward. Team is being researched. There's that factory, and we see that starport. So two barracks here for CLEM. His Hellion, sadly for him, didn't make any casualties here against SERRAL. Let's see, the overlord is going to get sniped. CLEM nicely hiding those buildings in the back. I'm not sure that this overlord has made it here through. So yeah, let's see if the harassment is going to be successful. But this choke point is of course really good for SERRAL, as his queens are moving out and almost making it out here with that creep into the middle of the map. So yeah, queen of course a really strong unit for the Zerg, very tanky against those Hellions, very good in supporting the units, in healing them, and also let's not forget that they can inject larvae into those hatcheries. Now yeah, let's check the next buildings here from SERRAL. as he went into a Baneling's nest, so no Roach warrant yet for him. Straight into Baneling's nest, of course. Baneling's perfect counter towards all of those Marines. And yeah, still a good engagement here in the middle of the map, but yeah, SERRAL not really allowing here CLEM to move forward to attack his expansion. Yeah, CLEM knows this, of course, so this is exactly why he has a second expansion, also calling out a mule. And yeah, his infantry is at the home, but there are two medivacs now out, so we might see now finally a good drop opportunity for CLEM. Let's see exactly where he's going. Of course, there's so many overalls being spread out on the map. This one giving him vision as well. This could be a nice attacking spot. Let's be careful, he's sniping an overall on the way, so SERRAL knows that CLEM is coming slowly but steadily towards him. So his queens are even transitioning now. Steam is up, a nice micro here, but just a little bit of damage. Marines are also dropping really low, but let's see this. Like I told you, this would have been a really good spot here for CLEM to attack. There's so many queens in the middle here for SERRAL, so he leaves some of his expansions quite exposed, so he needs, I'm sure he knows exactly what he's doing as he's the world champion. Yeah, there are no queens protecting here this facility, this one as well, so a little bit of exposed gameplay here by SERRAL. Perhaps he's just trying to scare CLEM, just trying to make him understand that there will be soon a rush coming towards him, but no such thing, just the queens in the middle of the map. And yeah, CLEM just roaming around with his medivacs, with his marines, still not deciding to attack. And yeah, let's see the next steps by these two pros. Let's just check CLEM really quick. His base is actually 5 barracks now, and even a tank is getting spawned. So it is the tank nicely being guarded here at this choke point, so no ability here for the Zerg to move forward and kill him. So nice spot being found here by CLEM, just to give this tank more and more of a hidden tactic here by CLEM. At the same time, he's trying, of course, to push out with those Hellions, trying, of course, to snipe some units, but there's just so many queens and Zerglings out. The queens are still into the middle of the map here, still healing themselves. Let's see what exactly is going to happen next. It's just mass Zerglings with Banelings currently here for SERRAL as he's taking another expansion. And yeah, still no Roach Warren. We actually see a Hydra stand, so we might see some Hydras, we might see some Lurkers. Of course, the Lurkers will be the perfect counter as well against those Marines. And at the same time, of course, SERRAL tries to punish here the move out by the Terran, trying, of course, to come in with his Zerglings, with his Banelings. And look at that, the creep is so much being spread as CLEM has to even scan this area to clear those creep eggs. So nicely done, but SERRAL still finds the position. He spreads more and more of that creep. And yeah, now CLEM is very likely once again going to try to scan this area, yes indeed, just to take out those eggs as fast as possible. So both players just checking out the water. Nice walling being prepared here, nice wall by CLEM. Same can be said here, but hold on, we do have a small engagement here. CLEM just kiting nicely back and forward, just to damage the units here for SERRAL, but all at the same time the wall has been breached. In comes SERRAL with his Banelings, with his Zerglings. Yeah, but still the wall will be rebuilt really quick. So nice job here by CLEM defending this location. At the same time, SERRAL moving out once again with Zerglings, with Banelings. CLEM still having control of the middle of the map. More and more medivacs, more and more Marines are being spawned. Let's see if this attack is perhaps going to do some casualties. The wall of is being prepared. And yeah, CLEM, like I told you, having control of the middle of the map, having his tanks nicely spread out. And CLEM just having a small task force here, trying to snipe a queen or two. Almost sniping this one queen, just picks up here. And SERRAL knows that it is time for him to attack as CLEM pretty much committed here in the middle of the map. In come the Zerglings. And yeah, this has to be lifted up, and the SCVs sadly have to be sacrificed here. So some SCVs have been saved into this one command center. Let's see, perhaps SERRAL is going to try a surrounding maneuver here. It would be a possibility. Let's see what's going to happen. In comes SERRAL with his Zerglings, with his Hydras, the Zerglings from the back. It's a nice maneuver here by SERRAL, causing so much chaos, so much panic. The tanks are still here holding the ground, but so many Zerg units as SERRAL has to retreat, of course, as he's off that creep. So yeah, those queens just adding more and more of those creep eggs, and in comes the infantry here for CLEM is going to snipe those eggs. Really nicely done by him. And yeah, SERRAL with Hydras here, interesting enough, so not deciding to go for those Lurkers. just straight hydras. And what does CLEM has? Still that infantry, still those tanks in the back defending here this one bridge, so nice job by him. Same time another task force is being prepared here for SERRAL as we've passed the 10-minute mark, so really strong game. And let's see exactly when SERRAL is going to be going into those lurkers, or is he going to into those lurkers, but he's going to stay into hydras. Hydras also really strong unit as SERRAL once again tries to surround somehow the units from CLEM. It's coming here forward, reaching forward, but here CLEM is in position at the same time. Another attack is going to happen here against CLEM. There is a planetary fortress, there is a tank, but in come the banelings. Quite some splash damage being taken by those banelings. 9 workers have been sniped and the planetary is fallen here as well. So SERRAL with a nice surprise attack. Losing of course some Zergs, losing some banelings, but it was all worth it as this expansion has fallen. And still CLEM not really breaching here forward into SERRAL's position. Still tries of course to find out a good way towards the base. This is nicely spreading out those units. No widow mines for him. It's pretty much committing into those siege tanks. Same time SERRAL once again pushes here forward. The wall is open, so some banelings might get some connections here against those SCVs. But still the tank deals so much splash damage. Finally this one tank with 10 kills. Although we actually see now CLEM moving forward with his infantry. Finding here this small latch, this bridge is really important for him. But here those SCVs have fallen, 6 of them, and decides to retreat. And once again SERRAL prepares a task force in the upper left part, just like he previously did, but his base is already dead. Let's see what CLEM is going to be able to do here. Tanks are slowly but steadily moving forward, so really nice strategy here by him. Nice siege by those siege tanks. Look at this one, nicely hidden tank at the back, and the marine spread is of course perfect here for CLEM. Let's have a look what SERRAL can do. He's hiding his units underneath of those overlords, and yes, one now he even has those lurkers. So it's either going to be a scan here for CLEM, or he might go into that one bench, I believe it's called, just to attack those lurkers. Or you can call it science vessel, the science vessel of Starcraft 2. And yeah, let's see the next move. The tanks are quite far in the front. The infantry is nicely backing now up those tanks in the back. SERRAL tries to pull here forward with his Zerglings, with his banelings, but yeah, CLEM is pretty much going to commit here as so much damage is being taken here by SERRAL as he has to retreat with those drones. 10 drones have been sniped. The wall is about to fall here for CLEM. His reinforcements are pouring in, but yeah, the real damage is of course being dealt here at the expansion. Finally SERRAL losing one expansion point. So many lurkers, so many Zerglings and banelings are moving forward, but CLEM nicely kiting those units back and forward. At the same time we see this base under siege. But yeah, let's have a look at CLEM a little bit spreading those units now. He's a little bit exposed. The tanks are still holding, and the infantry snaps once again another expansion point. So nice job here by CLEM, but also losing some units here in the back. So he needs to be careful. So many hydras, so many lurkers here for SERRAL as he's pushing now finally CLEM back. But yeah, SERRAL also denying so much mining time here into this location. And yeah, let's see how those things are going to unfold. So much damage being taken here by CLEM. This tank is still alive with 21 kills. Now finally getting taken out. And yeah, CLEM preparing another task force here into an attack. We see some Vipers, so SERRAL might try to harpoon those tanks. He might try to use some blinding clouds. Nice scan going out here by CLEM as he's preparing another attack. 11 kills onto this one tank. And yeah, let's see what exactly is going to happen. SERRAL nicely defending with those lurkers, but in comes CLEM with his tanks, with his infantry, and then the lurkers trying to get spreaded here, but steam is going up and this hatchery is very likely going to fall here. Let's have a look at the next step. There's this one harpoon, so immediately taking out this one tank. Same time CLEM is moving forward with his infantry, and yeah, nice scans just to take out those lurkers, but there's just too many of them, so he has to pick up and retreat. Yeah, CLEM now finally deciding to do a doom drop. He's very much more mobile than those lurkers, so he knows the main, not that really well defended. Finally in come the reinforcements for SERRAL. It's just a couple of lurkers here and just some hydras, so CLEM is pretty much going to commit. He's going to stay in here. So yeah, so not that many defenses here. Finally CLEM finding a good spot. There's even a lurker then here and a hive, so he might snipe of course many workers here. So SERRAL all of a sudden in some serious trouble. There's even more others here joining the attack. And what exactly can he do? He needs to bring, of course, more reinforcements to defend. 13 drones have been killed. More and more hydras are being killed as well, but we now see a parasitic bomb. So CLEM has to, of course, retreat. Even losing more and more of those medivacs. So nice job here by CLEM. Pretty good stuff here, killing so many workers, almost even killing some more buildings here. Just the gas is being sniped. So now CLEM is once again moving forward, scans this area, and has no Raven sadly for him. So a Raven would have been really good against those lurkers. Still the tank is in the back. Still CLEM tries to, of course, snap this one expansion. Of course, it's the last mining expansion from SERRAL, so he knows this, how important this base is, along with this one here as well. But yeah, this one pretty new base here for SERRAL, so needs to take it out. This one here as well is really important, so CLEM is very likely going to focus his strengths into those attacks. But yeah, those Vipers, great value here for SERRAL, as they're being able to take out one tank after the other. So nice shot here by SERRAL. Great kiting here by CLEM, but in the end SERRAL slowly but steadily pushes him back towards those tanks. So yeah, we're closing at the 20-minute mark. A very interesting game here in between the two pros. Very nice back and forward game. Let's have a look at the work account. 58 for SERRAL, 64 CLEM, with more army here for CLEM against his opponent. So yeah, SERRAL changes position. We see a small drop here by CLEM. Of course, CLEM is trying to keep guessing SERRAL where exactly he's going to attack. So lots and lots of action going on here as the infantry has dropped here into this location. At the same time, another move out here by CLEM, as he's, of course, like I told you, focusing his attack. At the same time, we see so many lurkers attacking here. This one planetary fortress. 17 SCVs have been sniped. CLEM knows he has to answer somehow against this. Yeah, but those lurkers on the ground are really strong against the infantry. So this is exactly why the tanks move now forward. Scan is going out. Now in comes the infantry, a little bit clumped up together. So much splash damage. Look at how much splash damage they took. Already in the red here as the tank move now forward. More CLEM, slowly but steadily. Some buildings are being prepared in the back. More and more lurkers are also being prepared. CLEM is pretty much committing here with everything he has, but the lurkers just now being finished exactly on time. Even some hydras are attacking from the back. And yeah, more and more units to pull here forward. Some SCVs have fallen here against this one lurker, killing so many SCVs. Nicely done here by him. At the same time, we also see another lurker here, so SERRAL nicely multitasking his unit as he's slowly but steadily moving out with Zerglings, with lurkers. And yeah, CLEM pretty much has to heal up, but there's not that much energy being left onto those medivacs. The one lurker is still alive with 10 kills, still attacking. Yeah, finally the snipers will take him out. So nice job by SERRAL, showing us the strength of those lurkers against the infantry from the Terran. And now another push out here by SERRAL with his Zerglings surrounding those snipers. So pretty good surround. The tanks are dealing with 4 splash damage. So many lurkers are still alive. Just borrowing and unborrowing them. Nice micro here by SERRAL. More and more units of his units are moving forward. Yeah, the Zerglings in the front are really great here for SERRAL, as once again he's spreading those lurkers really nicely, dealing so much splash damage. Let's see, the reinforcements are coming in here for CLEM. His main force is here into this location. He might try to regroup somehow, but yeah, he needs to hurry up as his Ghost Academy might fall here as well. Finally, here he comes. He's going to be able to snap those lurkers. Nice job here by him. But yeah, also taking quite some damage here. The Hydras are still alive, the lurkers as well, but this one tank in the back dealt so much damage. But in the end, CLEM has to reach the GG out between 43 workers, and sadly for him, he has dropped so much supply here as the reinforcements would have come here really nicely in for SERRAL. So SERRAL showing us an interesting strategy with Zerglings, with Hydras, with lurkers. Also CLEM, sadly for him, his drops didn't make any value against SERRAL. SERRAL pretty much punishing here CLEM. His Hellions as well didn't quite make it through the mineral lines from SERRAL. Still a very entertaining game by these two pros from Europe. And yeah, nice job. At one point I was thinking that CLEM could take it as his main force, as he pretty much committed in the middle of the map, taking out 2 expansions, but yeah, in the end those lurkers were the perfect counter towards the strategy for CLEM. So yeah, nice game in between these two pros. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed we'll be seeing, of course, in the next replays. This is Tommy signing out.